this is our Valentine's Day weekend concert. It's not a Valentine's concert per se, but at least we want to acknowledge that there is such a thing as Valentine's Day. And so we put in like two pieces in particular that refer to that. One is by Gioacchino Rossini, La Cenerentola, or Cinderella. The Cinderella Overture was actually taken by Rossini from another opera of his. All of his overtures have kind of the same setup. There's a little drama, there's a lot of humor, and at the end there's always this very famous Rossini crescendo, which is building and building and building and building and building, and then everything is jubilant. And so, I mean, he was so successful with this very, very simple recipe that he applied to every single piece. Even Beethoven loved Rossini. I mean, that should say something. Stephen Hough is one of the greatest pianists of our time. Not only a virtuoso, but also very, very, very thoughtful. And when you come to Beethoven, you kind of need both as well. This was actually Beethoven's first piano concerto, and it was written for himself. It's kind of interesting to see because you can kind of tell what kind of pianist he was. MYSLIVEČEK and Mozart were big friends. MYSLIVEČEK was actually one of the great Czech composers of the time. He lived in Italy for most of his life. They just called him Il Divino Boemo, the divine bohemian. He was extremely successful, wrote a lot of things, like 27 operas and like dozens of symphonies, was apparently very high-spirited. Mozart called him the fiery Czech. They met like in a hotel somewhere where they both slept over the night. MYSLIVEČEK was very helpful, shared his contacts, organized commissions for Mozart. And Mozart, in his letters or so, there was a lot of emotional outpouring and sympathy for MYSLIVEČEK. Can you actually tell? If we didn't announce in which order we would play, Mozart or MYSLIVEČEK first, could you tell which one is which? And so kind of doing MYSLIVEČEK and Mozart at the same time, I kind of want to try to test, was MYSLIVEČEK really that much worse than Mozart? Or was Mozart that much better? Or are they actually both equally good?